We'll go on getting back. Good morning, gentlemen. Welcome to Game Week 6. I'm afraid it's just myself here today. We don't have the special guest appearance of Holland or anyone else. Hopefully that'll do. As we can see here, we're looking at this league table. We've got the Bugles and Astown leading the way. Jesus Walks at the bottom. And that's why we're going to do today's game of Jesus Walks versus his former parent club, Tap and Can, who are up there in third. And we haven't seen Tap and Can yet, but they've had a good start to the season. Just to recap on what went on last week, we had a bunch of last game. We still really looked at that game. This looked like a good one. Very, very close. Even Steven match. Shockers from the goalkeepers. Murder on Zidane's floor, won 2-0. Deservedly so by the looks of it. Flash Raiders beat the Dons. Just edging them out there. Rainbow and Adelaide drew 1-1. Looking at those shots, possibly a little bit lucky for Adelaide. And Astown beat Tap and Can 2-1. Close one. Perhaps they did deserve it. A bit more possession. So, today's game is going to be, like I said, Tap and Can versus Jesus Walks. The big alliance/rivalry. See if there's any updates on any injuries. Cleves dislocated his shoulder. Yeah, we saw he got injured last game. Dislocated his shoulder. Too much masturbating, perhaps. Not really sure. 4 weeks to 2 months. Give him 2 months. Joe Gomez, 5 to 10 days. Not great either. What else we got? Any other big ones? It's pretty much it, I think. Ronaldinho's still quite a way away. But anyway, let's move on. Let's crack on with today's game. And let's look at Tap and Can for the first time. So Tap and Can's team, we've got Ronaldo and Kane up top. We've got Zidane, Silva in the middle. The defence is weak, not going to lie. For Jesus Walks, they're playing the famous 4-4-2 with Aaron Butt back in defence now. He must have a couple of injuries because this is a very weak bench. Fabinho's playing right back. Where's Laporte? I'm sure Laporte is a Jesus Walks player, right? Laporte's injured. Okay. Pogba, Jorginho, and then Dybala and Bagier. I mean, it's not a great team. Or at least it's not when it's 4-4-2. Anyway, Murder on Zidane's floor started with a goal after 2 minutes. Timo Pukki. How is he starting for that side? I'm not really sure. But he's put them 1-0 away at the Bugles, who, remember, are top of the league. Am I right? Anyway, Zaha for Jesus Walks. Crosses it in. Not David Luiz. Martinelli. Martinelli cutting from the left-hand side and heading it in ahead of David Luiz. Lovely contrasting kits here, isn't it? Orange and yellow. But anyway, Tap and Can 0, Jesus Walks 1. Bunch of other goals. Eusebio scored for Astown away at Rainbow. And I can't keep up. David Luiz goes back all the way to Vicente Gaeta. Now Ruben Neves. Lovely football from Tap and Can. Now Zidane's going to try and find someone, but his pass goes astray. And now Dybala running down the line. Keeps going. That's a foul. Oh, the referee's going to do his 2-mile job to see the VAR. Christ almighty. Can't even run in a straight line. Anyway, I think that's going to be a penalty. Ruben Neves with the foul on Dybala. Yep. Baggio to take it. Remember, he's already missed one this season for Jesus Walks. Although I'm guessing he's going to take it. No, Dybala's taking it. Oh no, sorry, take that back. Baggio is taking it, and this time he scores. I'm sure it's that Dybala was about to take that. Apologies for being incorrect. It was Baggio. Baggio's taking it. Baggio scored. It's his 4th goal of the season, and Jesus Walks lead 2-0. The Don Revie magic continues. Anyway, I might pause it quickly just so I can catch up. Flash Raiders took the lead in the big Partridge derby. Kylian Mbappe with the goal. Loxton taking the lead away at Oliver Bierhoff's in the big derby. I was going to say something controversial, but I chose not to. Anyway, Rainbow have equalised at home to Ashdown. Sergio Aguero with the goal there, and that's it. Maybe not as many goals as I thought. Silva finds Cristiano. Cristiano cuts inside and shoots, and it goes wide. Adelaide have taken the lead away at Jeff. Bernardo Silva with the goal. Lucas Moura has just scored for someone. Was it the Dons? Anyway, Harry Kane now for Cristiano. He's got one man to take on. What a tackle that is by Otamendi. One of the worst defenders I ever did see in real life, but pretty good on Football Manager. Milner, great interception there on the right hand side. He feeds in Kane. Kane from distance. Oh, what an effort that is. It's hit the bar. Ronaldo gets to it, but Fabinho's going to tackle him. Another chance goes begging for Tap and Can. And wow, Pogba's just pinged that volley. Got blocked. And now we've got a free kick. Anyway, so yeah, Lucas Moura was for the Don team on Don, so they're 1-0 up away at home to the cruise control. Now Silva, Tap and Can breaking away again. It's 3-on-2. Cristiano Ronaldo's going to go himself. He goes past one. Oh, the keeper saves it. Tap and Can looking good, even though they're 2-0 down. Can Kane do something here? Crosses it in. Bentaleb goes to get it. David Silva again. Harry Kane perhaps? And he kicks the ball out of play. Jeff have equalised at home to Adelaide. Lewandowski with the goal there. Flash Raiders are 2-0 up in the Partridge derby with Pedro with the goal. And something just happened at the Ollie Bierhoff Stadium. They went 2-0 down to a St. Max goal, but then they immediately replied through Salah. So at the break, it was Oliver Bierhoff's 1, Loxton 2. Paul Pogba looking very tired, 71%. Few yellow cards for Tap and Can. David Luiz, Bentaleb and Neves. Now what have we got here? Just past the hour mark. Fabinho for Jesus Walks down the right hand side, playing as a right back. To Jorginho, just going to find Pogba. Lovely football this. Falls to Dybala, luckily. But he doesn't put the shot away. It remains 2-0. Emerson now to Martinelli. Pogba to Emerson. Down the left hand side. Martinelli scored the first goal. Can he get his second? Straight at the keeper. Jesus Walks looking good in the second half, looking a lot better than they did at the end of the first. Pogba with the ball. Crosses it in. Baggio. Is he offside? Yes, he is. Cracking header. But it will be offside. Yeah. What else have we got? Have we got anything? Martinelli's having a great game, and so Zaha. I think there's been a goal in the Jeff Adelaide game. Martinelli tries to find Baggio, but Danny Rose clears it. Ronaldo picks it up. Ronaldo could be through here, and he's hit it wide. I think that's his third chance of the game. Adelaide have retaken the lead away at Jeff. Di Stefano the goal. Is it Di Stefano or Di Stefano? Di Stefano. Anyway, I feel like there's plenty of other goals, but it's going to be one of those where we don't see them till the end of the game, or end of this game. Now Zaha, can he make it 3? He does make it 3 for Jesus Walks. They're going to cruise to victory. Danny Rose getting done far too easily there on the left. Zaha, controversially picked, I think in the second round maybe, but he has played very, very well. Now Jesus Walks looking for more. Zaha again, cuts inside this time, keeps going, can he make it 4? Gator saves, and Gator's made a few of those. Jesus Walks, Don Revie refusing to make any substitutes. What a great manager. Lucky to have him at Jesus Walks. 3-0, no substitutions made. Now, probably the last highlight of the game. Is it going to be a 4th for Jesus Walks? Or can tap and can get a consolation? Zaha again, cuts inside, Danny Rose trying to stop him. And he does. And this one's going to peter out into a 3-0 victory for the away side. Reviewing the chance from the away supporters. Fairly close game. You'd say Aaron edged it. 8% more possession, couple more shots. The Dons won 2-0 at home to Cruz. Johan Cruyff for the late goal there. Murder on Zidane's floor. Is it me or is their defence really, really good? Because I feel like they're not conceding many. 6 goals, so yeah, they've conceded a few. One of the best defence in the league, but by no means a fortress, I guess. But they did win 1-0, beating then top of the league Go Ahead Bugles. Not anymore though. Not anymore, because Astown beat Rainbow Rovers with a late goal by Jesse Lingard. They won 2-1. They go top of the league. Let's have a quick look at that one. So yeah, they deserved it. Some good performances from the front three and from Alonso playing at centre back. Strange. Grealish playing into this deeper midfield role played really well by the looks of it, or by the stat anyway. Mikey beat Rich in the Partridge derby. Let's have a quick look at that. Kylian Mbappe and Pedro with the goals, and they deserved it looking at the shots. Another nightmare game for Dean Henderson. Ladlade conceded a late goal. Lewandowski with the penalty, just as Xhaka was sent off as well. So this one finished 2-2. Ladlade, the better teams, are perhaps unfortunate to only draw this, though they have been fortunate in a lot of other games this season. Di Stefano playing really, really well. And All Stars did equalise at home to Loxton, so that game finished 2-2. It's Mohamed Salah with the goal again. And fairly even, a lot more possession for Oliver Bierhoffs, but pretty even in terms of shots. And then is that it? Is that everything I've covered? I feel like I didn't cover this one. Let's quickly go back to this, see the stats, see the game. Murder on the dance floor, a few more shots. Look inside, look at that, 8.4 for Bolly and 8 for Beckenbauer and 8.1 for Manuel Neuer. And indeed is the holding role 7.9, so this is going to be a tough team to score against by the looks of it. But that's it for game week 6. We've got Astown leading the league, Go Ahead Bugles and Murder on the Dance Floor close behind. And then on the bottom of the league, we've got Cruise Control and Let's Get Messy. So that's it for today, fellas. I will see you all tomorrow. Take care.